Okay.
They do all this stuff. So like they actually don't want like me as a patrol officer. They don't want us interviewing kids either.
Okay.
So our investigations department, actually we have specific people that they're basically so.
Okay.
So it's not a super fast process, but have front desk and
Okay. So, of course, I had to make a police report. And yeah, so it's being handled. So, a minor or a teacher who did this?
Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, right? And listen, y'all got to excuse me. I know I'm looking dusty as hell, looking like I eat rocks and just came out the homeless shelter. But, you know, it's all good. We're going to get through this video right here. And I know some of y'all going to say, you look this way, you look that way, you good, and things like that. I like to present myself a certain way, you feel me? But anyway, y'all going to get me real and raw every time anyway. So let's get straight into it. And yeah, man, you know, I gotta say this before I move forward. I want to tell everybody out there, I hope that y'all did have a good day today, or y'all will have a good day today, just depending on when I post this video or when you see this video. And I also wish y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And I hope that y'all are okay out there physically, mentally, and spiritually. And yeah, man, you know, I'm just sending y'all nothing but peace, blessings, and prosperous energy y'all way. And when I say that, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and to those who say the same thing back to me in return. Now let's get straight into this whole situation at hand. So listen, it's a lady who went viral on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, for actually talking about her kids getting SA'd at school. If you don't know what SA'd means, it's sexually assaulted. Take out the X and put the S and you'll get what the hell is going on. Now look, it is very, very, you know, nerve-wracking to know that your children will be around a lot of different people every damn day. And the way that the world is set up right now, you never know what's going to happen. The teachers messing with the kids messing with the kids. It's all type of stuff going on right now. I just want to say, man, stay prayed up and stay alert and pay attention to everything that's going on with your children, because there's so many different people out here that's doing so many different things to children. And then these children go to the house, to the schools and to the house here too, and do these certain things to the children as well. And they set examples for the other children, and these children are so, you know, influenced by others to the point where they will do what the other kids are showing them. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's go ahead and move forward into this whole situation at hand. And yeah, man, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what she got to say about the whole situation.
Both of my sons were SA'd at school, and when they notified a teacher, the teacher told them that he will have to look at the cameras to see if it was true. Y'all don't know who y'all messing with, so I'm going to take you guys along with me to show you how this goes. So I am currently here at the school, waiting for the authorities. Oh, there he goes.
They do got to look at the cameras, though. They right about that. But
Hello,
I
officer,
understand her
how
too.
are you? Okay, no, it's fine. So I did ask the school not to question my sons until I got here.
Facts.
And then will I be able to make a report today?
Yes, yeah. We'll take a report.
Okay.
And depending on what's going on with it, usually the way that these work for us is, like, I'll take the initial report.
Okay.
Depending on what's going on with it, we'll either send it up to investigation.
Okay.
They do all this stuff. So, like, they actually don't want, like, me as a patrol officer, they don't want us interviewing kids either.
Okay.
So our investigation.
I like that.
Actually, we have specific people that they're basically so.
Okay.
So it's not a super fast process, but. Front desk.
Okay. So of course I had to make a police report.
Right.
And yeah, so it's being handled. So I'm not playing about my babies. My sons were SA'd at school. And your question to me is, was it a minor or a teacher who did this?
That's a good question, though.
I think that some people need just a little bit of clarification. SA does not always mean great. For the ones that are in my comments that asked if it was a child or an adult, this is specifically to the people who just asked that question in my original video. It was multiple black men that was asking that question as to why I was so annoyed. Because these are the same people who think that it is a good thing when a young boy is SA'd. This is what makes this type of situation a double standard. This is why many of our young black boys grow up with so many issues, because they were in situations where they felt unsafe and no one was there to protect them. Not even their black daddies or black mamas who praised these types of situations. I want y'all to know I am not easily angered. And I do appreciate everyone that was highly concerned to begin with. Now let's get to who was the person that essayed my boys.
Sons were essayed at school by a 16-year-old young lady.
Oh, okay. And look, before we move forward, hold up, I gotta say this right here as well, because I know a lot of people gonna probably take certain things out of context, but I just want to say that, damn, I hate that, boy. God damn, boy, I got a little sweet little drink over here trying to get some. You can't have nothing, cuz. But look, people are asking that because they want to know how to go ahead and move forward with the situation. They want to help. They want to show love. They want to make sure that if it's an adult, they want to get on their ass, and if it's a student, they want to make sure they can do the proper things as well. But being a mother, being who she is, she ain't trying to hear none of that shit. You should be just focusing on it happened, and I can understand that as well. But you know, some things can get taken out of context, and I don't think it's a good thing for children to be essayed by no goddamn body. Man, women, children, nobody. That shit shouldn't be happening at all. You feel me? And I know some people are saying that they really, this and that term, man, is making me so mad. I might knock the damn phone through the wall. But look, some people really just be trying to figure out what the hell is going on. They can't really, that's like somebody get on the internet right now saying, y'all pray for me. People want to know what the hell we praying for. You see what I'm saying? Even though that they know that the situation is serious, they still want to know what's up. But I can understand where she's coming from too, because she's a mother. She's like, why the hell y'all worried about the specifics when it just happened? It shouldn't have been happening at all. It shouldn't have been no room for it to happen and things like that. I definitely understand it and respect it. Don't take it wrong, because I know you're probably going to run across this video. I'm just saying, damn, boy, I'm going to get him, y'all. Y'all might hear some slapping and popping over here, but I'm getting his little ass. But anyway, this is the same one from the other day, y'all. I've been trying to get the dude for 2-3 days. But yeah, man, you know, y'all just make sure that y'all having some grace with people who be coming to the internet with these situations, because sometimes they do be discombobulated and they can't understand certain things because they so flustered with everything that's happening. Let's get back into it.
Steps that I have to take to make sure that there is justice for my children. And the teacher or the adult at the school that basically told my son that he would have to take a look at the cameras was actually the assistant principal. This is what makes this all the worse, because they are supposed to be mandated reporters. But you felt like because my son is a boy, you didn't have to believe him and insinuate that you're not sure if he's telling the truth. So I am on my way to the police station to finish up some things, and I'm gonna take y'all with me.
Get on the ass, mama. Let's go.
So I am here at the police station right now. I am here to pick up a police report from yesterday. Okay, thank you. Hello.
What can I help you today?
I am here to pick up a police report.
Sure, what I need from you is this little basket here. Tell them what you know, what you're looking for. I got pens here. There's a desk back there, and then we'll go.
I like her. She good
Do
energy.
you know how long it'll possibly take to get it if it's not ready today?
2 to 3 days.
When did this, that's a pretty new case file. When did this take place?
This was yesterday.
Because it all depends on if the investigation is completed, if somebody's been charged. Yeah, it's not even in our system yet, so the officer's still working on it.
Okay.
But just by your description there, I'm assuming there's some sort of investigation going on.
I would hope so.
You know,
Yeah,
that would tell
absolutely.
me that.
Yeah.
So what I,
So they do not know when the police report will be done, okay?
Which is
because
stupid.
the officer is still working on it. And they don't know if an investigation is going to actually happen. So what my plan is to do is to contact CPS to ensure that everything that is supposed to be done is done.
Yeah.
Because we're not sweeping this under the rug.
Facts.
We're not doing that. My sons were essayed by, this is the same young lady that told my son that he's her baby daddy. It
she
has
cutting
always
up.
been praised for an older woman to essay a younger boy in the black community. And we wonder why some of our men are so messed up and don't trust women. It's a double standard.
We know that if the shoe was on the other foot and this was one of my sons who did this to a girl, what that would turn out to be.
And I do love the fact that she brought that into perspective, because a lot of the times, man, she's right. A lot of dudes do praise that. And it's a difference between consensual, even though they're not the age of consent. But I can get where everybody coming from when they say this. But like if a little boy, he fast too, like she fast as hell, then you know that's kind of a thing that people are okay with. Dudes are okay with, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that there is no way in the hell you should be messing with my son, touching on my son, none of that type of shit. I ain't going for none of that, because you know you can put my son into a whole lot of danger, you feel me? This whole situation can flip back on him at any time. What if he didn't say something, and then what if he did try to go ahead and go along with what she had going on with him, start touching on her too, and she told on him, and look how much trouble he would be in. You see what I'm saying? So she got every right to be mad, and I'm all the way in agreement with her getting on their ass about that. But I'm not really with the part where people trying to figure out what happened and who did it. Now if you asking that simply because you want to praise the situation, if a little girl was touching on him, you lame, you trash, and people need to watch your ass too as well. And I would be screenshotting these folks, looking their ass up, calling their jobs, letting them know how they feel online. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think that they can get away with certain situations because they behind a fake page. Is ways now to get these usernames, get people's IP address and shit, and find out exactly who they are. And that's what I'm gonna be doing too. I'm gonna find out who your ass is. You wanna come over here trolling and playing and shit like that, we're gonna find out who you is and start doing videos about your ass. You feel me? But yeah, watch out for these people who be saying certain things, because they let you know how they feel. And I feel like if you're okay with certain things, you will do certain things. Let's get back into it.
I teach my sons to be careful of girls.
Facts.
So that they know how to deal with women in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, little black boys don't have a say when they are SA'd. They feel like they don't have a voice. But in my home, this is never okay, and it will never be allowed. I am a police caller. I will file a report. I want my sons to know that they are protected and they are heard. The very moment that a young lady claims my little black son did something to her, they are going to take this to the full extent of the law.
I just said something like that. I swear, she
and
right.
You think I'm not going to do the same for my son? If I am teaching my sons to protect and respect women and children and girls, why can they not have the same thing? Y'all gonna put a leash on y'all teenage daughters. This is just ridiculous.
Little fast self.
And clearly something's going on in these homes. What does become my business is when you start pouring over to whatever's going on in that home onto my children.
Facts.
My children are taught to speak up. They are taught to speak up. Say something. Literally had my baby distraught, confused about what is really happening.
Mm-hmm.
You are not going to traumatize my son and break my son down over something like this. And as I stated to my son, you are forever protected when you are in the right. I got your back.
So many of y'all are in my comments saying that I am just too calm in this situation.
Ooh, I get tired of people.
Because
Shit.
I am not berating around in anger or just wanting to throw hands on somebody because of the situation with my sons. Newsflash, everybody does not see red nor does not allow their emotions to control them. Some of us are emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, there you go.
Which in fact knows how to use logic over emotion.
Facts.
This does not negate the fact that I am upset and I am angry at the fact that my children had to experience this, regardless of the fact it being a child or an adult. I am a single mother and I am going to handle matters accordingly.
Facts.
And some of you need to gather that as well. The fact that some of y'all also are in my comments talking about what you would have done if you was in this situation. Well, newsflash, typically a lot of us don't know what we will do until we are in that situation. And this is why I say a lot of situations will humble people, because you don't know what you will do until you are in that situation. The fact that my sons were mature enough and felt comfortable enough to even go to a teacher and to come to me as their mother says a lot about my parenting.
Yes, sir.
I am not going to put myself or my children in a situation that can harm any of us by berating and acting like I don't have any sense because I am upset and I am hurt that something has happened to my children. Now, there are times and moments where you need to pull out a little bit of ghetto and let them know that you're from Chicago. But where we live right now, I would never do that. There are ways to do things, and you have to know how to appropriately handle situations.
And I love the fact that she's articulating herself perfectly. I love it. I love it. I love it. You don't find too many people who can sit there and articulate themselves in these situations correctly. Now, she's damned if she do, she damned if she don't. If she hurt somebody, cut somebody out and things like that, you're going to call her stupid, dumb, retarded, all type of different stuff. Oh, I got to cut that word out. But yeah, they're going to be calling you all type of different things. Then if you don't do nothing, you soft, you weak, you ain't going to do nothing, you ain't a good parent, all the other type of stuff. Man, listen, if you ain't involved in these type of situations directly, you really don't know. Now, I can say I know about certain situations what I would do because I genuinely know. Especially by my kids. I'll be a crash out behind mine. I don't give a damn. You can put this on paper. I don't give a damn. You hurt, harm, anything with mine, yes. But, you know, at the same time, you got to realize, and I'm only saying it because I do have people who can take care of my child if something does happen. You feel me? But a lot of people don't have that backup, that reassurance, that backbone to be there for their children if something happens to them. A lot of the times, people don't have somebody there to give the proper love to the kids like you would give to them. So they got to move accordingly. You have to go by the law. You have to do certain things the right way because the children literally need you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, be careful with everything that you do. Don't crash out. Make sure you understand and realize that kids, now I'm not going to harm no kids. Let me make sure I say that now, shit. But I'm just saying, with the little girl being 16 or whatever the case may be, she would go to jail instantly for doing anything to her. So yeah, she going to do the things the right way, and I love it. Let's get back into it.
For some of y'all that are new to my channel, if you ain't seen me yet, baby, go back to some of my videos. It'll let you know that I don't give a when nobody thinks about me, or I don't care how people think I should handle things. I do it according to what works for me and my family. As I stated before in many videos back, I have a lot to lose. I'm not gonna be out here acting like no ghetto who can't control her emotions over her children. I just get active in a different way. Maybe that's what some of y'all should do.
One time she dragged her across the floor and ripped all of her braids out of her head. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to think about if you should contact CPS on someone? When I was 18 years old, pregnant with my oldest son, Isaiah, I lived with a foster parent. My sister lived in this house as well. In the middle of winter, it was like in November sometime, this foster parent told me once I left for school, to college, she told me I couldn't come back. The reason being is because she felt like my sister changed. My sister was constantly taking up for me every time this lady did me wrong. So she felt like it was just interfering with how she handled things with my sister. So before I left her house that day, I sat there and I was so sad. I was scared. I was like, where the hell am I going to go? And I am 7 months pregnant, an 18-year-old, 7 months pregnant. Where am I going? This foster parent at the time had a daughter, and her daughter said, don't worry about it, come live with me. So obviously, since I didn't have anywhere else to go, I went and lived with her daughter. Her daughter had just gotten her foster parent license, so everything was clear in that moment. This woman treated me with nothing but kindness, nothing but respect, but I'm gonna tell you where things went south. This lady also became a foster parent to another young lady who came to live with us. This little girl came from a situation where she was being abused by her mother. Her mom was a single mom. They took her out of the house, and now this girl lives in this foster house with me. This new foster parent started banging on this girl so bad, and it had me traumatized, okay, to watch it. I'm talking about this girl would go in the shower and the foster parent would grab items to go and bang her while she's in the shower. I was 18 years old, pregnant, nobody to go to, and I said nothing. I said nothing because I felt like if I say anything, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? I think about this situation and it used to hurt my heart so bad. And I remember just talking to God like, God, please forgive me for not saying nothing in that time. And I also had to forgive myself for not being able to say anything in that time as well, because I was young. I was afraid. I'm pregnant with a child. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to turn to. When it was time for me to get my own place and get out of there, I got out and never looked back. I made a vow to myself that I would never be in a situation like that again, where I see something and I don't say anything. Calling CPS on a family is a sensitive topic for me, but I will do so if need be.
Facts.
Have you ever been in a situation where you had to contact CPS on someone to have the children removed out of the house?
Both of my boys were essayed at school, and I contacted the state. So basically what the state told me was I need to contact CPS first, and CPS will then transfer the case over to them. So after I spoke to a CPS worker, he basically told me if there was no bribery or anything like that, then this is not a case for them. But then he told me if I found that there was negligence from the school, then he told me which department to contact for that. So I definitely called that department, and which I would not be saying here. This is why I'm not going to say what department. But I contacted that department and they didn't answer, so I'm just waiting for a phone call back, okay?
Yeah.
I did call to check on my police report, and my police report is not done yet, so we're still waiting for that. The CPS worker also stated to me that everything has to happen through the police department and what they decide as far as if this will go to court. This is really pissing me off. I also found out that this young lady is no longer in the school. Now, I don't know if it's because of her parents or if it's from what the school decided as far as her being there. But the crazy part is her family member just inboxed me here on TikTok.
Damn, that's the end of the video. I'm gonna try to put some updates with this video as well, just in case. Her name on TikTok is the It Family 5. So y'all already know I don't be hiding the names and stuff like that. And people who be coming over here stealing videos from my page and stuff like that to go do a video about these type of situations, bro. Stop cutting these people names off, man. Get them they shine. You feel me? They already putting the videos out. We reacting to them. We talking about them and things like that. Make sure you redirect these people to where they at. Damn, bro, that shit be lame. And I know y'all taking the videos from over here because shit, I be the only one bringing them. And then the day after, y'all be doing them. That shit lame, bro. But I hope that everything is okay with you. I hope that y'all do get this situation rectified. And I do feel like that these people need to start taking these situations more seriously. These kids are out here. They're very, very impressionable. They will, you know, follow suit on a lot of different things. So you make sure that you're teaching your kids to be leaders. I said leaders and not followers, because a lot of the times, man, people are leading other kids into another direction. You can parent all day long, but it's always gonna be somebody who has a little bit more influence on your children than you do sometimes, you feel me? But make sure that you're trying to be the best parent that you can be and do your thing. But I love the way that she's parenting. I love everything about how she's doing everything. And I just want to say, man, you know, judging people from situations that you ain't been in kind of is crazy, but it just depends on the situation, because we got the right to judge whatever the hell we want to. But when it comes to kids and stuff, you don't know how you will move. Some people go crazy, some people will just chill. You know, it is what it is. But hey, I done said enough about this whole situation. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I know I'm talking fast because I got shit to do. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all later on another video. And if you run across this video, man, I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. Forget the haters. You doing your job. These kids coming to tell you versus becoming consumed with lust. They really doing what their mother says, and it says a lot about you. So yeah, other than that, I'll holler at y'all later on another video. All right.